are skeptics who might say the words capitalism and conscious are like the oil and water of the business world, but John Mackey believes differently. His best-selling book, Conscious Capitalism, aims to inspire a new generation of leaders to think outside the box, to consider the higher purpose of a business, to create meaning and value for everybody the business touches, from investors to employees to customers, and to build a positive and inspiring work culture that encourages creativity and innovation. So let's talk about conscious capitalism. What does it mean?
Well, to be conscious is to be more aware.
Yeah. Which is the same thing as being spiritual, which we could call it.
Yes, I think consciousness and spiritual are synonyms, but consciousness is less threatening as a word. It doesn't have religious connotations, which can put people off.
Right.
But most businesses engaged in at not a very conscious level. And business is in this pretty narrow box that it's all about just making money. But to engage in conscious capitalism is to understand the purpose of business beyond just making money, the higher purpose of your business, and to engage in business in this more conscious way, to provide leadership that's done more consciously, to help people to be fulfilled in the workplace. Oprah, business can be this incredible force for good. It already is largely, but because it's done unconsciously, it doesn't reach its highest potential. Because if you really genuinely care about your customers or care about your viewers, people know that. They know when they're being sold something. And they know when somebody's authentically caring about them. When we feel that somebody genuinely cares about us, we trust them. And if we trust them, we want to trade with them.
That's what happened with you in the store. That's why people were there mopping up.
I think that's true. One of the interesting things that we've discovered is that you can't have a conscious business if the leadership is not conscious. When you grow as a human being, when you evolve, when you become more conscious,
more self-actualized.
Yes, or more self-actualized. You're not doing that just for yourself.
Absolutely.
You're doing that for your family. You're doing that for your organization that you're part of.
Your community.
In fact, I would say if you're a leader of an organization, you have an ethical responsibility to grow as a human being, to become more conscious.
Ooh.
Because only as you do that will your organization be able to evolve too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're holding it back. I know at Whole Foods, I held the company back. I had to become more conscious in order for Whole Foods.
Working on yourself.
Yes. Yes. Initially, when the company was getting started, I came at it just strictly from my intellect, from my mind. But at some point, I realized, unless I'm willing to engage and open my heart, the company so much wants my love. Unless I'm willing to open that, Whole Foods is not going to achieve its potential, or I'm going to have to leave. So finally, I was able to crack it open and let that love flow. Once I could do that, then it gave everybody else permission to do it too.
It sounds so counterintuitive to what we've been trained in our society about what business is. Let my heart open and, literally crack it open and let the love flow through. Author Brené Brown says that wrote this great book called Daring Greatly, and she says that vulnerability really is a great strength. Do you believe that you can be a good leader and also still show vulnerability?
I don't think you can be a good leader without showing some vulnerability. I think it's come to that because when we're vulnerable, we're authentic. Mm-hmm. And people don't want the leader to be perfect. They want the leader to be authentic and real and genuine, and showing your humanness it helps people realize that they too could be a leader. If you are so much above people and you put forth some type of image of yourself as perfect, you hold everybody else back.
Absolutely.
You're not enabling other people to grow.
I love this. You write about a quality you describe as spiritual intelligence.
Yes.
Yes, define that. You said your spiritual life informed your business life.
In every way. I don't see a separation. My spiritual life is part of my work. My work is part of my spiritual life. They're on a continuum.
Do you have a...
Exactly.
Yeah. So you say Whole Foods Market would not exist today were it not for the power of love. You know, as I was reading the book, I saw love so many times. I asked the producers to count how many times. You mentioned love over 140 times in this book.
That's it?
Yeah.
I got to work on that. We'll get more in on the next edition.
So what does love have to do with business?
Love has pretty much been in the corporate closet, hidden away, because love is seen as sort of weak. Oh, that's a bunch of idealistic, soft stuff.
Yeah.
And that sounds
skills.
good, but in the real world, it's competitive out there. It's kill or be killed, and if you're not prepared to do what's necessary, you're going to fail. Well, those metaphors are way out of date. We live in this far more complex world of relationships and teamwork and community and family. And love is what unites communities together. Love is what connects a family together.
Yeah.
I say love is what connects an organization together.
Yeah, yeah. What makes for a great entrepreneur? What do you think are the qualities?
I do recognize a certain type.
Yeah.
There's a certain type that makes a good entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is not a lot of the stereotypes that people have about it. First of all, entrepreneurs are highly creative. Some people see problems, and entrepreneurs see opportunities. Mm-hmm. Entrepreneur sees something that's missing. She or he can see that this is something that will create value for other people. This is something I wish existed. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs have some type of passion or dream that they want to realize in the world. And I think entrepreneurs are highly creative dreamers who then don't just dream, they go make their dreams happen. They create their dreams. They're dream creators.
I love that. I want to wrap up and read something that you said to one of my producers. You said, life is short, so don't cheat yourself. You need to follow your inner guidance. And Joseph Campbell is right. We're all on a hero's journey. We just don't know it. Some answer the call, and some don't. I entered it. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.